Welcome to this lesson on surface integrals of vector fields, commonly known as flux. In this video, we will break down the formula double integral over S of f dot ds and understand intuitively what it represents physically. To understand flux, imagine a fishing net placed in a flowing river. The water represents our vector field, and the net represents the surface. Flux measures exactly how much water passes through the net every second. It depends on three things: the speed of the water, the size of the net, and the angle or orientation of the net relative to the flow. First, let's look at the vector field f. This function assigns a vector to every point in space. In our context, you can think of it as a velocity field describing the flow of a fluid, or a force field like gravity or magnetism. The magnitude tells us the strength or speed, and the direction tells us where it is going. Next, we have the surface S. This is the boundary or shape we are interested in. Since surfaces can be curved, like a sphere or a cylinder, we cannot just multiply by the total area at once. Instead, we break the surface down into tiny patches called ds. The total flux is the sum of the flow through all these little patches. Crucially, we need to define the orientation of our surface. We do this using the unit normal vector, and this is a vector of length 1 that points perpendicular to the surface at every point. It acts as a reference, telling us which way the surface is facing and defining the positive direction for the flow. So why do we use the dot product? Because only the part of the flow that is pushing through the surface matters. The dot product of f and n gives us the component of the vector field that is parallel to the normal vector. If the flow is parallel to the normal, flux is maximum. If the flow skims along the surface, perpendicular to the normal, the flux is 0. Putting it all together, we get the flux integral. We take the dot product of the field f and the normal vector n to get the flow rate through one point. Then, we multiply by the tiny area ds. Finally, we use the double integral to sum up these tiny bits of flow over the entire surface S to get the total flux. To actually calculate this, we usually cannot stay in x, y, z coordinates. We need to parametrize the surface. This means mapping a flat 2D region, D, in the UV plane onto our curved 3D surface. We create a function r of u and v that traces out the surface. This leads us to the working formula for calculation. We substitute the parametrization into our function f. Then, we calculate the cross product of the partial derivatives r sub u and r sub v. This cross product conveniently gives us the normal vector scaled by the area element. We take the dot product and integrate over the flat region D. In summary, flux measures the flow of a vector field through a surface. It is a fundamental concept in physics and engineering, used in everything from fluid dynamics to electromagnetism. Remember the steps: parametrize the surface, find the normal vector using the cross product, take the dot product with the field, and integrate.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.